Okie dokie. Alright, hey guys, 3 Shine Rail Fan here, and I'm back once again with some more Train Sim 3. Uh, Today will probably be, um, the last of Cajon Pass for now, as I have been playing it a lot. Of course, y'all may have probably noticed. And, we might as well take a break from this route for a bit and, try some of the others. For instance, like the Harlem line, of course. And, yeah, so today I'll be playing this UP's and BN's scenario that I created through Scenario Planner, as you can see. And what I have is the CLBWE9, which is an empty coal train. I'll be running up the pass. The MOGWC, which is an AI, he's supposed to depart Barstow at about 7 o'clock. Then well, here's the actual order. So I depart first from San Bernardino, and then I have the Barsbid um, depart Victorville at 6:10. What up, RSG? I have the Barsbid that's supposed to depart at 6:10, so 10 minutes after me, and then the um, MOGWC will follow, and then the ELP SDG will be the last one. So it's a little bit of a timetable. I wish I could make more, but unfortunately, the game doesn't have that many track options. So, um, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. If there's any errors, then I'll have to deal with it. How you doing, RSG? Oh, uh, I'll be in the SD70. This is an AC44, and then you got the two ENSF ES44 C4s. So yeah, let's get started. And the weather is automatically set to spring weather. Unfortunately, I can't choose the weather in Scenario Planner. Everyone, of course, probably knows this by now. You can't choose it, even though it's been highly suggested. But, yeah, UPCLBWE9-22, 6 o'clock. So we're an early bird. Uh, UPSD70 Ace, 1,000 tons, 50 cars long. and 2,781 feet length from San Bernardino South to Barstow Shops. How did I get the ACE to run? Or AIs? Well, hold on. Let me actually show you real quick. That's a good question. I don't know exactly. Okay, what I did last night, when I was preparing this, was oops, that's the wrong one. I tested out the bars bid. This was the only one I tested out, so these two are questionable. But when the bars bid leaves Victorville, he's supposed to diverge onto the second main track. And if I were to have him depart at sometime later, uh, and I were to actually catch up to him, I would have to stop and wait for him to diverge. So he actually diverges. It's based on what tracks you choose for them to run on. Now, if the AI is set to the same track you're on and it's like a single main line, you have a likely chance of running into it on the main line. Um, so that's how I did that. He's supposed to diverge right as soon as he gets out of Victorville, so that way he could be out of my way. And then the MOGWC, I have no clue, but I set these two to be almost an hour apart. That way they could have some distance between each other. So uh, I can't really say much on AI, but yeah, that's pretty much what I did. The game also lets you know if, for instance, a track is occupied. It lets you know. So as you can see, you know, track 1203 is taken by the Mogwick, and then the 1208 is taken up by the Z train, and it'll also go as the um, same happens also for the stop marker or the end marker. So as you can see, it says which service I chose for that track, and I can't select it. That way, you know, accidents don't happen. But yeah, yeah. If you get it, pretty much, I that's how I did it. I'm also thinking it's based on how they programmed the route in Scenario Planner. But yeah, the bars bid works. He's not a problem. It's just yeah, he's not a concern to me. It's just the two, the one UP and the one other BN service. And I chose these off of the timetable, and I got the two UPs from a good friend of mine, Pasadena, sub Colin. Um, is a Caltrain MP36 cab car showing for services for you? MP36? I'll check on it in the end. I know that the oh yeah, the MP36. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, I thought you said MP15 for a second. Yeah, the MP36. I don't know what's happened to it. I have no clue. It's like it's there, but I can't select it. It's a bug or a glitch. Yeah, nor does the cab car. Yeah, it's just the standard one that we had before, the Nippon cab car and the F40. All right, here we go. UPCLBWE9-22, the SD78 1,000 tons or 1,550 long, 2,781 feet. departing from San Bernardino South to Barstow Shops. So it's spring weather, although I did want it to be in winter weather, but hey, that's okay. Um, let's get this thing started up. And this is an empty coal train, so um, I have two SD70s and 50 cars, Beth Gone coal hoppers, all UP, as you can see, all empties. No DPUs, just these two. Taking it on today. So let's see, brake controls, air brake cut in, lead cut in, it's automatically saved. Yeah, same here. I mean, honestly, would we even want it to be included because everybody's already um in, in the Creators Club, everybody's already made it um the thing for it. I mean, everybody's turned it into a Dash 9 pretty much on Creators Club. But yeah, I would wish the same. I would. And I'll turn on the alerter, the EAD fuse. I won't turn on the in-cab signaling because I think it's broken. And plus, it wouldn't work for routes it's not on anyways. Besides Sherman. I mean, well, it wouldn't even work on Sherman because, I don't know. I don't know. But we're in 8446. Yard is very empty, of course. Well, yeah, people are. Um, I'm just not sure if they're. Well, the hardest part now is that their offices are closed for winter break. So if they were to report it, they would probably see it, but they wouldn't work on it right away because they just announced yesterday that their offices are closed for the rest of the holiday season until next year. And did you see that they're adding in the Amtrak Acela to Boston Sprinter? Man, it looks sweet. Oh my goodness. Not the Avelia. Standard Acela. Me too, man. Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on. There we go. For Long Island Railroad. Awesome. Yeah, I have to work on that too. I have to work on that. Yeah, I got to work on that. UP 8446 departing San Bernardino from yard to main, eastbound. Over. Make sure all the switches are lined up. This one isn't. That one isn't. This one isn't. There we go. Okay, something is wrong with this one. Can't switch it. It's not letting me. Ay, 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 come on. Wow, it's not switching. Well, that's alright. This one too, huh? There it is. It's a restricting. Alright, so the other question I have is, well, they might do this anyways, but, that is also weird. It's not showing up. Okay, that was weird. Also, this will probably make sense anyways to you, RSG, but if, let's say for instance, UP, right, and they're on BNSF trackage, they have the trackage rights, do they call out the signals as their own railroad? Which I believe the answer is yes. Or do they call them out as BNSF's signal aspects? Like instead of an advanced approach, it's a approach medium. But I'm thinking you probably say your own companies because you don't know what the other companies' signals are unless you were given a chart, right? Okay, I'm gonna go by you call them out as your own companies, the one that you work with. So I'll go by that. Yeah. No, I mean signals, not the train symbols, the signals, signal aspects, like the restricting I just passed. If I, for instance, see how I'm in UP right now and I'm on BNSF trackage, would you call them out as your own company's signals that the one that you work with? Like for instance, I say I work with UP and I'm on BNSF trackage. Would you call them out as if you were with your own companies or BNSF's signal aspects? That's what I mean. But if you don't know the answer, it's okay. I'm gonna say that I would go with my own companies that I would know because I know I've BNSF. Uh, I mean, I think I've heard them call out their own companies when they've had trackage rights before. But it's okay. See it snaking around out there. Okay, good, 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 good. That's good. Make sure to get the in-cab signaling of the SD70 in there as well. So we have a diverging clear or slow clear. All right, that's fine. UP 8446, that slow clear, yard to main, eastbound over. Notch 2. In between is okay. Probably stay in 2. Distance counter doesn't work in the SC70, so, but it's okay. That bright light. Eyes adjust. Staying restricted speed. Okay, so it's past 610, which means that Bar's bid should be on his way now. So I spawned him at Victorville, so he should be leaving now. Up here. Yep, he's rolling. And then he's gonna come up on a approach medium, and then he's gonna diverge over onto what I believe is main number 1. Or hold on, it's quite confusing because then you have the others included at the summit, but he's supposed to diverge onto the other main track beside me. We probably won't see him. And there is BNSF's intermodal yard. You could probably see some of the trailers, of course, over there. That actually look like a flat car. Of course, they are not. Here's San Bernardino Station, the Amtrak Southwest Chief stops at. And I believe Metrolink also stops at this station too. But they don't run on Cajon, unless if there's been a rare service to run on Cajon before, then, that would be otherwise. Alrighty, now we can go up to 30. But I'm gonna let it go up to about 20. What is this? Let's see. Got a clear. Okie dokie. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you do, please be sure to like and subscribe. And follow my Instagram at 3chime, UP8446. Clear on the main track. San Bernardino, eastbound over. Alright, let's speed up to 30. Shouldn't be a problem at all because we're running just empties. But yeah, this is the UPCLB WE9. It's a real-life service. I included all real-life services in this little scenario. That way we could have just a little bit of traffic, you know. This runs from Long Beach, California to West Elk Mine in Colorado. And of course I gotta thank Pasadena Sub Colin out there for giving me the symbols that run on Cajon with UP. Because, you know, a lot of them run on the Palmdale cutoff as well. So this is going by the passenger speed limit. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Every time I said it's a freight, it just gives you the passenger speed anyway. Freight speed I know is about 25 or 30. But let's just say it's a hot spring day. In the LA area, it's about 90 degrees already at 6 o'clock. That's why I have both windows open. I'm just gonna wait and see what the speed limit up here is. Oh yeah, and please keep in mind that this, if you want to do a full run of Cajon, it takes you about 3 hours to get from end to end because that's 80 miles you're traveling. Now, if you're with an empty, if you have an empty, like myself, it may take you less than that. So we're just saying 25 for the moment. Alright, here it comes. See if I can spot it from the cab. Because it is wrong. There's the signs. Let's see. We have to get on the conductor's side. Oh wow. Let's say that's a passenger speed limit. The next one isn't until in about 4,000 feet, so that may be including the freight speed limit. Checking on our AI, he is right here. Just knocked down the another signal. which should be diverging over in a few minutes. And then now it's all up to the OG and WC. On the conductor side. All right, here it comes. Oh no, that's passenger again. All right, so what we'll do is we'll speed up to 30. And we'll keep it here. Because they're still descending downhill, as you can see, 2%. And you can see it looking at it from down here. This will be the best way to see the world, you know, avoid traffic, obviously, with cars and trucks. Best way to see the world in a different way you could never see before. Oh yeah, there's also a seat back here you can pull down. If you guys never knew this, there's a seat back there you can pull down. You could sit in it. But guys, to be honest with you, I didn't know that they took away the brakeman. Like, it used to be 3-man crews and then 2-man. I didn't know when they eliminated the position for brakeman. Now you can see the track, starts to level out just a bit, and then you can see it starts to go up again. Like, you can actually physically see it. Or visually. Clear. Alright, AI. Where is he at? Oh yeah, see, look, he already diverged. He just diverged at this point, which means now he's out of my way. And our trailing unit is 8616. Ugh. When we get past the summit, we'll go 50. I think it is, if I remember last time. It's been like so long since I've ran an eastbounder. So, yeah. Notch 5 or 6 right now is the best option. And then in about now 30 minutes, the UP MOGWC should depart. So here they are up here. This is the Z. That's the MOGWC waiting to depart. MOG will leave first, and then the Z, the BNZ, will leave at about 7:55. So that's giving them some ground between each other. So we're either doing pretty much 6 or 5. Beautiful California route. And this also acts like the ES44. You can only apply one of these at a time. You can't apply both. But yeah, the AI, he should be coming up on the summit. There he is. Yep, he's coming up on it right now. Alright, yeah, he's got the clear. He'll be on the first main. Got it clear. But again, guys, I wish the scenario planner gave you more options. Because it really would help a lot. You could actually create a huge timetable with a whole bunch of traffic, but there's so little track options. Now I could have created an AI to follow me behind, but we wouldn't obviously see him. Oh, that's at a freight speed limit. And this was also requested by my good friend Hunter, so shout out to you, man. Hunter Johnson 2001. Good rail fanning, former friend of mine. So instead of this taking the Palmdale cutoff, which it obviously doesn't. And if you guys are wondering what the Palmdale cutoff is, it's basically this line right here on the route. And it follows up to the summit and then it disappears. So it's out there. You can barely spot it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. You can barely spot it. Let those eyes adjust. There we go. Here comes the next one. I think the other one said a freight speed limit of 35. We're running realistic here. Alright, this one has double. 45, okay. So we will go 45. Oh, but hold on. There's another one up here. In about 2,000 feet. This will probably say something different. This will probably keep us where we're at. There's the Palmdale cutoff trackage coming into view. Yeah, 45. Now, they added in actual UP trains that run on the Palmdale, but I can't figure out what time of day they run on, because in their preview stream, they said they added them in, but then ever since, I can't find one. There's like a couple they added in that run on it, but they're non-playable, obviously. Oh, what we have here? Yellow over flashing green. Let me see. That's not an advanced approach, right? No, that's an approach limited with BNSF. Hold on. Just checking. An advanced approach is when they're both solid. Um, Hold on. Because that one hasn't popped up at all before. Okay, yeah, that's an approach limited. Alright, so it looks like that one just said stay at 40. Alright, so approach limited. That's also with UP terms. UP 8446, approach limited on the main track. Milepost 72 point something, I think it was. Eastbound over. Yeah, that's it right there. Get on the conductor's side again. It's gonna come up even faster. $45. And there's another. But the general rule is that freight is supposed to be like 10 to 20 miles slower than passenger. We got two ways to contact the signaler, I think. Yep, two ways, from the conductor's side or from the control stand. I'm just hopping over to the conductor's side, just to see what the speed limit is. Because it's on his side, not mine. Diverging clear. UP 8446 diverging clear on the main track. Milepost 70 point something. Eastbound over. Just gonna slow down to 30. Start notching up again. Oh, and again, all the way to the first main. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Outpost 69. But yeah, some people were talking about how the expansion pack could be a possible timetable for UP on Cajon. That'd be a great idea. Yep, we're through. Alright, so our AI is, should be up here somewhere. There he is. Yep. Welcome back, RSG. We just diverged onto main 3, which is the old main. And we are still making our way. Looks like we're going to be slowing down to about 40 in a minute, but I'm not sure what our speed limit is. Here we go. We're about to go into the mountain. Can we make it? I know we can. UP-8446 clear on the main track. Milepost 67.6. Eastbound over. We have our first whistle board. Beautiful sounding K5 LLA. $35 for freight, not a problem. So we're notching it down one, slowly descending, or I mean ascending. Notch down another one. And look, there's the Route 66 on the side of the mountain. Yep, Cajon is, this part of Cajon is part of Route 66 for travelers on the road. Yeah, very famous route. Notch it down another one, there we go. There we go. So it'll be in between 5 and 6 again. Very clean ace. Shield is pretty clean. Ugh. So we'll be meeting him up in a minute. So where are we? We are just beginning the long climb up Cajon. So I think we're not in San Bernardino no more. We're pretty much right there. That's where we are. This says 35 still for freight. And that's the passenger one, I believe. Looks like, nope, it's a double. 35, okay. So yeah, we're just beginning the long climb. And then our AI, he's somewhere, he's about to meet us. We're about to meet him, yep. He's about to come around that curve. And we're going to meet him up here. So that's the bars bid. I made him about, he's a short manifest. I made him a short manifest. He's only 35 cars. Alrighty. We should see his nose now around this curve in a minute. Still got to clear. There he is. Dim the lights for him. There he is. There's the bars bid. Get a good shot. Nice. Looks good. Got an EOT on the rear. And then our MOG-WC is supposed to depart Barstow in about 10 minutes. And then we have another whistle board. And there's another crossing around the curve. Okay, now we have to stay down at 30. So yep, now we gotta stay underneath 30. So we'll do notch 5. And this is the old main track, the old ATSF main track of Cajon, before the other two were built. I just remember one of the main tracks, it said it was built in, I think, 2008, the last one. I can't remember, but it was somewhere around the time period, the late 2000s. Yeah, now we're aggressively starting to climb. See that roll-by shot? Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good roll-by shot. Yeah, a little history about the pass. This part of the pass, there have been 3 runnerways in the past on Cajon. First one being a SP. In 1989. I forgot what he was carrying, but yeah, that was the first one in '89. Then the second one was a UP in '94, and then in '96 it was a I forgot what it was. It was an ATSF in '96. And that one was special because they held up a little memorial spot around the pass. It's somewhere, I don't know if they put it in the game, but it's somewhere on the route. Where they came up on a bridge and they lost control. The engineer survived. Oh no, the conductor I think hopped out and he survived, but then the engineer I think crawled out and fatally smashed his head on a rock trying to get out. But 2 of them died, or 3. I can't remember, but yeah, it was somewhere. And you got a question for me, RSG? Hold on, let me take a look. I got you. I got you. I seen it. But ever since '96, there hasn't been a runaway since, which is good. But rest in peace to those who have who died from the runaways. Are you ready for the Acela? Yes, I am. Yes, sir, I am. I am ready for the Acela. Dude, I cannot wait for it. We're going to be able to go 150 miles per hour down the tracks. The services are only going to take about like 30 minutes, just straight up 30. Short and fast. Short and sweet to the point. Yes, it would be cool too if we had voice chat. Yes. Um, did you? That reminds me. Did you take the survey, the winter survey, for the game? They just released a couple of days ago the winter survey where you could put your thoughts in about how the game is in general and some suggestions you'd like to make. Like there's one question where it asked, what route did you want to see next? My suggestion was Western Pacific's Feather River Canyon route. That's another California-based route, but it's in Northern California. It runs from Oroville to Portola. Yeah, I'll send you the link. Hold on. And then there's a part where it asks you what wants to be put into the game next. And you know what I put? Multiplayer and dispatcher, as well as different role plays like conductor, brakeman, engineer. Send it via Discord. I got you. I got you right now. Yeah. Surprise, right? Time to take the survey. Yep, you know it. Alright, let me find it. Yeah. I don't know where this railroad crossing is, but I got a whistle board. I'm just leaving the bell on. I keep forgetting where they are, especially if you haven't gone eastbound in a long time. See, there's a... Okay, that's for the other side. Nope. It's another one. Here, actually, what I'll do is I'll pause the game instead. Then... Uh... Here it is. Ba, 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 ba. Oops, hold on. That's not right. what I can do is, there we go, copy link, and then do that. Or wait, hold on. Is that the wrong link again? Oh yeah, that's the patch notes. Okay. Jeez. What in the world? What am I doing? Survey forum post. Alright, this is the right one. Then here I'll put it in the YouTube chat as well if anyone else wants to take it. Um, Alright, I put it in your Discord chat. It's the very last message. So we may get multiplayer? Yes, it's a possibility. I know a whole bunch of people put that as in first. There's also, at the very end of the survey, there's a part where it, as you put it in order, like from what you want the most to the least. You don't see it? I put it in your chat, right? Or here. Why don't I put it in the YouTube chat then? That way it'll be easier for you. There you go. I just put it in the live stream. Yeah, it is true. It's a possibility it could come to the game because they were wanting to do it, but there was some point where they told us that they were going to do it, but they needed to fix a lot of bugs first with a lot of routes that they were releasing. And so that's why they were holding back on it. So we may see it next year. We have another whistle board. There is a crossing up here that I remember, or not here, but on the other mains, I guess. I don't see any. Alright, so the MOGWC should be departing now. It's 7 o'clock, so he should be departing Barstow right now as I speak. I'm just pretty much leaving the bell on. Alright, so the MOGWC, we're almost to the summit. Oh yeah, we're about to come right around the corner, actually. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright. Made it. It says we can go 40. Awesome. Yeah, it's made by an admin because they announced it in our article too. All right, 50. Clear. UP 8446 clear on the main track. Cajon Summit, eastbound, over. I'm going to keep it at 45 because when we hit this other side, it's going to start descending us downhill. So 50 is right now the max we can go. Get the dynamic brake ready. But meanwhile, while we're doing that, the MOGWC should be leaving Barstow now. There he is. Yep, he's leaving Barstow right now. So that's MOGWC, and then at about 7:55, the Z train will leave. Then we'll be all good. That's why the scenario is called UPs and BNs. And we are, of course, coming up on Hesperia. Looks like right now we're still doing okay. There's the downhill now starting to kick in. This is the part where the Palmdale cutoff is going to part ways with us and move off to the left. There we go. Downhill is starting to kick in. Awesome, man. Yeah, you can send it to anybody. It would help them out a lot, trust me. Alright, so that downhill's kicking in. We'll do 3. So at some point on the route, I don't know when we're going to meet that MOGWC, but we'll find out. I don't know when we're going to get to Barstow. We might not actually see that Z train leave because I am not loaded. I'm not going slow either. This if I needed to diverge, then that would be otherwise. Alright, so we'll do 5. Or half. Me too, man. I hope we have multiplayer. It would mean so much. They could get inspiration from like Open Rails, the Open Rails guys, and Run 8 for help. Yeah, pretty much. One as the engineer, you could do one as the conductor, one as the brakeman, maybe a dispatcher. Me too, me too. Yeah, we can go 50. Three and a half. Hey, you can already do that on Run 8. You can already do this stuff on Run 8, obviously. That's the only game that has roleplay. Open Rails doesn't. I mean, well, it has dispatching, and you can just play as an engineer. You can't play as a conductor or anything like that. It's just Run 8 that has all that stuff. Because the designers of the game were engineers and conductors. Actual people that work on the rails. Open Rails is created by a whole bunch of rail fans. But yeah, do remember that UP MOGWC has an AC44, a UP AC44. Alright, so that's it, 50 for freight still, so we're all good. Clear. Starting to level out on us a bit. Doing setup mode for right now. You don't really need to touch the throttle at all at this part of the route, because it goes up and down like a roller coaster. I mean, just like the roller coaster, you're descending down, and then all this part is just up and down. Yep, see there it is. It's gonna start kicking back in a minute. Alright, so we'll start notching up again. Probably do 4, 3.5. There's also defect detectors on the ground. Of course, they are non-functioning, unfortunately. Be cool if they had actually put in random events like that. Do 4. Yep, now we can go 55. Yeah, so nearly 60 mile an hour. Where's our MOGWC? We should be out on the route now. Oh yeah, I know he's out. Yeah, he's out. So we're gonna meet him at some point. I am still looking for him as I watch my speed very carefully. No, I still don't see him anywhere. I know AIs, they highball it quickly. They notch 8 it right away. They don't care about how high the amps are. Uh, we'll do 4. Looks like that's just about right. Still looking for him. Still looking. Still looking. EP84 46 clear on the main track. Milepost 45.4. Eastbound over. 3.5. Alright, so we are in Asperia, Victorville. Or no, Hesperia. Because this is where I spawned the bars bid. So yeah, that's where you just spawned a while ago. So he's not at CP Frost. He should be coming up on Victorville then. Yeah, we're just outside of Victorville. Still looking, still looking. Still doing okay on speed. Oh my goodness, where is he at? What would be more fun, conducting or dispatching? That's a good question. I would say dispatching, because you get to see what everyone is doing. You have to you have to decide, which route they have to take, or stop one, maybe even if there was random events included in the game, which you could probably do, is maybe, let's say for instance there's a broken rail, right? And you can put like a track warrant or speed restriction for them, that way to ensure they're safe through that part. Hope they have the P-42s in. Yeah, it's also a good locomotive. Another good locomotive for this route, Sandpatch, and yeah, that's a good one for Sherman Hill, Cajon, Sandpatch. Horseshoe Curve as well. Slow down a bit. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so we're in Victorville pretty much. Coming up on Oro Grande Aggregate in a minute. We're just going to do 4.5. I think it just said, yeah, 45 for freight. So we'll slow it down to 45. Alrighty, that should be enough for the moment. Alright, we're coming up on the crossover. Oh no, Oro Grande is way up eastbound. I'm sorry, I got mixed up because it's been a minute since I've ran an eastbounder. Yeah, we're in Victorville. Yeah. This guy, I still have no clue where he's at. He has got to be somewhere. Just can't find him. UP-8446, clear on the main track. CP Frost, eastbound over. If they do add multiplayer, it's cool if I join your server. Of course, of course. Everyone is welcome. Obviously, you know, they'll have to put in a few rules, obviously. If someone were to, you know, mess with the server or, you know, act immature, then, you know, I would have to kick them out or ban them from the server. Not the game, just the server at least. If that were to happen, mine would be professional, like I'm doing right now. When we are at CP Frost, I have no idea where that AC-44 is. I am still looking for him. It is 40 now for freight. This is actually a good spot to take a shot. Good spot. And we're going to slow down even more. To 3.5. Watch me being a rail fan and trespassing. I mean, I would allow people also to rail fan, just for fun. But no, what would be cool is if also they don't have this in any other game but Run 8, but if we were a rail fan in Train Sim World, right, and it was multiplayer, what would be cool is if we could hear their chatter, like as if we had our own scanner. You know, we would hear everybody chat and, you know, say who they are, yada yada yada, like in real life. Yep. Clear. Is this Canada? Yeah. So 2.5. Man, where is this guy at? I know he's way past here. Oh, there he is. So it looks like he's just leaving Barstow still. He's not far out of the yard. He took forever. Yeah, yeah, he sure did. Okay, then we can go 45 in a minute. Alright, we are at Victorville. Beautiful town. Beautiful town. Speaking of Victorville, Cajon just had a derailment of a ore train. It was iron ore, and 20 cars derailed somewhere around here. All right, we're gonna speed it up to 45 again. Yeah, he just took off. He is 70 cars long. What if I spawned him as something else? I can't remember. Oh, I just lost track of him again. Trying to figure out where he is again. All right, was it here? Yeah, I just lost him again. It's like he's a ghost. Come on, where are you at, man? Is he getting close? There he is. From that part, yeah, he's getting close. Okay. Phew. Alright, yeah, so he's getting close. He's coming up on us very soon. Here's East Victorville Cement. I would call this out as East Victorville. UP8446 clear on the main track, East Victorville. Eastbound over. Yeah, I have no clue where the thing is at. The crossing. There's some points where I think they just want you to turn on the bell. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so he's coming up on us. He's getting close. He's an AC-44, and then the Z train will depart in about 25 more minutes. So let's see where he is now. Yep, he's coming up fast. So we'll see him around in a couple of turns. And this part of the route is fun. This is the funnest part. We're gonna go up and down just like a roller coaster. At nearly 60 miles per hour. So, there it is. There is our 55. And I'm not going to touch the throttle at all. I'm just going to let it roll on up to 55. We got 30 miles to go still. So, yep. Beautiful skies, beautiful morning. Spring morning where it gets hot early, especially here in California. Yep, he's going 55. So we're about to come up on him around this left turn. Let that downhill kick in. So remember, the first one I passed was the bars bid. This one is the MOGWC, manifest from Ogden, Utah to West Colton. There he is. Oh, he's highballing too. Look at that. That's him. Good meat. Good meat. Oh no, wait, my bad, my bad. I think I said he was 70 long. I remember now. I set him to 35 because I couldn't remember how long the OGWC is in real life. Here's Oro Grande. Oro Grande aggregate. And this part is very interesting because you got those green flag boards, meaning that resume at maximum authorized speed, which means there was work done here. And then you got this. Then you got this beauty. It's a high rail board. Caution: high rail vehicle operations. Yeah, they had, so you can see how the amount of detail they added in this route. Folks in Railwatch server, right? In Run 8, just imagine that. Or are you talking about in Train Sim World? Okay. Yeah. Oh, the original reason why I made him 35 cars long was because um he's loaded. The reason why is because I didn't know if the OGWC ran empties or loaded. Now that set is off of King Creek, which is why I got the AC44. Um, the 70 car long manifest is only empties, and so that's the reason why I made him 35. Why he's kind of short, just like the bars bid. But the Z train will leave in about 15 minutes, so we'll see him barely leave. Because look how far I am from Barstow. I'm not that far, so we'll probably. I don't know if we'll see him leave or not, but we'll find out. We're not that far away. Yeah, it's just slowly getting up to speed. No need for throttle. Clear. This is also a good part of the route to take a couple of pictures. Like, see that back there? How you can see it go down. Yeah. There's also a couple of water jugs out there too. I just passed by one. I have not done any of those activities yet on this route. Just the driving. Whistleboard time. There's going to be loads of more railroad crossings to come. Also, I don't know what time I'll be back out rail fanning again. It's gotten colder. Um, it's been like in the 40s down here. So it's been kind of hard to do anything. Yeah, we'll probably see him leave. So it looks like the AIs work on Cajon. It's getting close to 50. It's like just right outside of it. There's some solar panels out there. A little solar panel field. Also, there was a suggestion in the survey about VR support. Now that'd be cool as well. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of weight pushed on us because we are empty. In fact, we're still pulling it, which is why that's happening. Couplers are not slacking together. Guess we'll use a little bit of throttle. There's a point where it goes down 1% on the route. There we go. How you guys like my crossing sequence? Is it spot on? Yeah, we're gonna see them depart. And then there will be no other mainline traffic after that. I think that this time the bars bid made it down to San Bernardino. Yep, he's in. He made it. I don't know how long he's been in though. Ugh. Yeah, yeah. Check back in on the conductor's side. Everything's doing A-okay. He's got a horn button over here. you guys didn't notice, if you guys didn't know this, every locomotive, well, almost every single one except for SD40s, um, and Jeeps, all big power, like 6 axles and stuff. They have horn buttons also for the conductor. You asked for the NJT North Jersey coastline in that survey. That's a good route. Yeah, that's a good route. Yeah, I heard that's a good route. And there's that seat. I can also sit in that seat too. Um, should be a way where I can sit in it, but yeah, there's a seat right behind here that I can pull down or pull up. And it has struck 755, which means the ELP SDG, I think that's what it was. I can't remember the Z train name. But the Z should now be starting to fire up. You should be getting his light, and now he's leaving. There he is. Now he's leaving Barstow. So we got his light. Yeah, there's not a lot of weight to be put, there's not enough weight to be pushing on the couplers. Alright, so, he got his light, I think. Did he? He's slowly moving out. Says it's still red for him. Oh, we're going into this part of the yard. Gotcha. Alright, there's the speed starting to kick back up again. Still pulling on it at the front. But there's a part in between the train where they are stacking up against each other. Or they're buckling together. Yeah, NGT North Jersey Coastline, I seen a video about that, about this guy. His YouTube name is Yo Adrian. He played it a year ago, and it was pretty fascinating to watch. You know, because they could really include, that's like a New York section of the route, so, of the old Northeast Corridor, so they could bring a New York section back to the game. Very wise choice. Yeah, we almost reached 50. Try to figure out if he got his light. I don't see it. He's cruising up slowly. Oh no, because it's a 15 mile an hour restriction. Okay, there's the clear. Yep, he got his light. It's like 10 miles per hour out of Barstow. I'll also do some virtual rail fanning at some point on. I'm thinking of doing Oakville because that's the one with the most activity, almost every minute. So we could do some virtual rail fanning. That was a big hit when we were all in the pandemic too, and we couldn't go out. You know, people would virtually rail fan. They'd buy consoles and stuff and train simulators to virtual rail fan on, or just play in general. And I get that because we were all bored and stuck at home with nothing to do. Um, when the admin who made it will read it, I'm gonna say they'll probably start reading it now that they have the time off. That's what I'm gonna say. They'll start reading it now while they have the time off. But they won't give us feedback until they come back to their office and stuff. Which is in the new year. It was the ELP STG 6-08. That's a service from the timetable. Yeah, ELP. So the BNSFZ ELP SDG 6-08. So coming from El Paso, Texas, and he's gonna make his way down to San Diego, pretty much. Now, what I also noticed is that there is a bars dig service, which means Barstow to San Diego, but it's not in the timetable. And I know it runs on Cajon. I wonder why they didn't include that. Unless if they don't run it anymore, then that could be why. Clear. UP8446 clear on the main check, milepost 11.4. Eastbound over. Sure. What would be cool? New York City subway. Yes, that's another highly suggested route for them to put in. Because they did put in the London Underground. Yeah, I know how people would see that. Yep. Yeah, they suggested that a lot of times. Um, well, I don't know. That was suggested a lot of times. Don't know. But yes, that would be cool. Because if we had multiplayer, the dispatcher would have multiple lines to look at then. No, what would be even cooler is if we had more than one dispatcher, like in real life. The 456 line. All right, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I suggest Western Pacific's Feather River Canyon route. It's a pretty beautiful route too, up in Northern California. They share the same track. Ah, right. Start speeding it up more. There he is. Here he comes. We're about to meet him. We are just outside of the yard. Going uphill again. Even better, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, he's supposed to come into my view now. There he is. Advance approach. UP8446. Advance approach on the main track. Barstow, eastbound over. He's good on the roll by. Nothing out of the ordinary. Wow, he's gone. Yep. That's highballing. Yep. Alright, MOG should be in San Bernardino, right? I can't find the MOG. But yeah, the bar's bid is there. He's reached his destination. Yeah, I don't know where the MOG WC is, but I thought he would get close to there by now. And then we're coming up on the Y, or the junction. It's not a Y, it's a junction. If you were to junction off to the right up here, if you're coming out of Barstow westbound, you would junction off to the right. That would take you on to UP's Mojave sub, I believe. UP 8446. Approach diverging on the main track. Eastbound over. In UP terms, I would know that as a approach diverging, but in UP's terms, it's an approach medium. So you wouldn't be diverging just yet. But what we're doing is, instead of continuing on the main, stopping up here and going into the yard, we're stopping down here in this yard, on this side. So I'm gonna put the dynamics back on again. Put it at about, we'll do 1. I will be uploading all these pictures of Cajon madness on Instagram. That way you guys can check them out. I pretty much just took all those pictures while those 3 surfaces were rolling by, pretty much. Yeah. When they were all rolling by. Notch 2. Slow down to 25. Yep. Two. UP 8446 diverging advanced approach on the main track. Eastbound over. Well, main to yard is what I would have said. Or I should have, or if I don't know the trackage, I should have said the where I'm at then, or what milepost. But yep, we're going into the yard, not staying on the main. This is the first time I'm actually witnessing this happen. Instead of continuing on the main, we're going straight into the yard. First time this has ever happened to me. Just awesome. Yep, we are. So, I was an approach medium in BNSF's terms, but since we're UP, we'll go by, oh, here we go. UP 8446 restricting Barstow Yard. Let's make sure our switches are all aligned. Yep, we're all good. Do 2 blasts of the horn coming into the yard. Just letting everyone know I'm coming in. Yeah, pretty empty yard, right? Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that run. That was pretty fun. You know, I have some UP on Cajon. Let's hope the expansion pack does include some UP services, because that would be awesome. Because they could also layer the AC-44 as well. As well with the UP SD-40. Yep, still coming in to the yard. Our back end is just about to clear the signal we knocked down. Yep. And there's our flashing EOT. 90 PSI. Oh, it's a CSX EOT. Look at that. Isn't that something? Huh. And then if we continue on this way, I don't know where it takes us to. But I assume if you continue on this way, it goes to Arizona. Holy cow. Ugh. Yeah, Barstow is a big yard, as you can see. Um, I just remembered seeing a commercial, an old Santa Fe commercial, vintage. It was like vintage 70s or 80s commercial, where it talked about how much it costed Barstow to be built, and it said that it costed them $50 million, a $50 million project. And this is the old yard down here, so this is what it used to be, way back in the days, until they built this one. And the station, Barstow Station, is not. It's not until you reach up here. Hey, what up, Hunter? Uh, how you doing, man? I am driving the UP CLB WE9-22, which is a empty coal train from Long Beach to West Elk Mine, Colorado. You just pretty much missed the whole run. Uh, Sorry to disappoint you, man, but you pretty much just missed the whole run. I'm just now coming into Barstow and about to bring it to a stop up here. There's the tower and the shops. 2 ace leaders, 8446, and we got 8616. I I'll have you know that I did put in other services. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Also, that's a horn show for the tower to hear. Let them know I'm here. Yeah, we'll inch our way up here ever so slowly. Yep. Right in the front of the hump. Yep. Notch it up a little bit more. Yeah, hump yard is right up there. I'm trying to look for I don't know if you can run the hump though. Look at that. 80 miles driven, 79.98, and a total of 9,964 action points. Yep. Level 29 in the game, level 10 for Cajon. Let's just say that they stopped there for a quick crew change, and it's on its way to West Elk Mine, Colorado. uh, and this 4004 in Lathrop, awesome. I'll show you the timetable in a second of what we had seen pass by. Yeah, I created a little bit of a timetable. This is through a scenario I made, so yeah, that's why the yard looks pretty empty. Yeah, it's just a made up scenario. What are action points used for? So action points, they're not used for anything. They're just to show you how well you did, because you get medals, and there's a certain goal you want to reach to get a certain medal. So, let's say, for instance, a gold medal was about 8,000 action points, right? So, if I got underneath 8,000 action points, or let's say I got 7,000 instead, then I would have gotten a silver medal instead because I didn't reach that goal of 8,000 uh, during the run. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it works. The more action points you get, the more you'll be able to level up. So I'm level 30 in the game right now, level 10 for Cajon, and level 5 for the UP SD70. But yeah, 2 hours and 20 minutes it took me. If I was loaded, it would probably take me straight up 3 hours. Just sent you something on Instagram from a friend. H bar pass has a lot of good power. Yeah, I heard about that, Hunter. Yes, the bar pass today has a power move because they need engines in Pasco. That's why they're bringing a lot of locomotives on the bar pass today. As a matter of fact, I don't know if it left yet. I'm not sure. Yeah, they have a power move on the head end. It's got a war bonnet. Yeah, it's got like two war bonnets, a GECX unit, and a couple of H1s because they need locomotives at Pasco. I don't know if it already left yet or if it didn't. I haven't been looking at the scanner or hearing anything about it. But I mean, I know there's another set that leaves usually somewhere in the afternoon or sometimes the evening. It depends on if the BNSF has the crew for the train, if they've gotten to the train yet. Yeah, I don't see anything on Rail Watch either. Bar Pass in downtown Stockton. Oh, nice. So it just got there. Yeah, look at all that good power. Beautiful. This just passed me? Okay. So it must be on the SAC sub right now. Uh, I'll probably miss out on it because I didn't really plan on rail fanning today. But that would be a good thing to catch. I'll for sure have to tell Adam about it though. That way he doesn't miss it. Because if it's in Stockton right now and it just got lined up, it takes them only about 20 minutes to get to me. But yeah, that was it for the um, UPs and BNSF's scenario. It was just a made up name I made. Uh, if I go to Creators Club and I go to Scenario Planner, yep. So this is the scenario I made up. For those of you who missed it, I just ran it. So I was the CLBWE9, and I had the MOGWC run down Cajon. I met him and the three others, like the ELP, SDG6, Z Train, and the Barsbid, all AIs except for this one, which I drove. This one had an AC44 and the two ES44s leading these two. I departed at 6. So can you add AI? Yeah. All you gotta do is pretty much when you're at the end of making it, make sure this checkbox is not checked. That way, it'll tell the game that it's an AI. If you check this checkbox, then that means it's you're telling the game that you're going to drive it. So don't mark the checkbox and just hit confirm. Also, what could also help you to remember is if you just set it to AI or set the name to AI. Yeah, that's what helped me remember that it's an AI. Also, you see how it has that little engineer icon in between the name and the time you're supposed to depart? You see that little engineer icon for the CLBWE9? That also tells you that you're driving that and which ones you aren't. But I wish I could have added more. I mean, I could have added one behind me to depart, but we obviously wouldn't have seen him, so it wouldn't make sense. Um, but yeah, pretty much. Also, I couldn't add more because there's not a lot of track options in the scenario planner. Like, for instance, you could see how much trackage is taken up. Now, I could have spawned a couple actually here at some of these other points, but then I would have to um, really focus in on the time they're supposed to depart. So, but yeah, that's it for this for the UPs and BNs scenario. Um, Not a bad scenario name in my book. I just made it up again. Look in my DMs for sure. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up the stream. I hope y'all enjoyed. I've streamed for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. We send this story to Adam. Let's see. What did you want me to check? Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, like I said, that'll wrap up the stream. I plan on live streaming the Harlem line again later today, I think tonight. Um, I don't know when I'll be back out rail fanning because, of course, it is wintertime and it is very cold. So, and I don't have hand gloves or hand warmers, so my hands get pretty cold out there when I'm rail fanning or waiting on a train. So I'm gonna be constantly looking at the temperature to see if we could possibly get into the 50s at least, and maybe then I'll go. But yeah, today it's cold. Uh, oh, Friday it's supposed to be 59. Okay. It won't get warm though until about the afternoon time. Not supposed to have any fog, it looks like. But yeah, man, thanks RSG for sticking around the whole stream and talking, man. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the run, of course. Um, I'm probably gonna start picking some more Creators Club things, and I don't know when I'm gonna make my next livery. But yeah, invited me to a party. Okay. But yeah, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch y'all possibly later tonight. If I'm not on, then I hope y'all have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care, guys, and stay safe. Free chat.